Hi, everyone. I've been asked to speak a little more about stigma and particularly give a definition of it. So I thought the best way to do this is to share a couple of the slides from the talk I give. So I'm going to make this very professional. I'm going to share my screen, perhaps, and I'm going to show my slides. Yeah, here we go. So let me just scroll down to the one about stigma. So you can read the definition here. It's basically disapproval of an individual or a group based on specific characteristics that distinguish them from mainstream society. It is caused by lack of knowledge. So people just don't know a lot about, in this case, bipolar disorder or mental illness. Media portrayals, which often depict us either as violent or just purely entertaining. And low social contact. And one of the reasons for that low social contact is because people who feel stigmatized don't feel comfortable to share. And so this creates a vicious circle. I'll just show this one as well. I recently shared some tips for how to help. For me, the biggest one is that words matter. When you're having a conversation, if you can avoid using words like crazy, psycho, insane, mad, which you can because there are plenty of alternatives, that is very helpful. Listen and ask questions. This is true for anybody to feel better about themselves, is if you're curious about them. So that will help reduce stigma for a person who feels stigmatized. To learn about mental illness, if you do your own independent learning. If you can help with any kind of triggers. So for example, I saw this board game. It's called Manic Minute. I saw it a couple of years ago, right before Christmas. It was in a local Canadian tire store. And I was horrified because as soon as I saw, obviously manic, like it jumps out at you. So if you have bipolar disorder, you're going to wonder right away, what is this board game about? So I don't know if you can read this, but a bit lower here, it says, the point of the game is to just talk for 60 seconds without hesitation, deviation, or repetition. So this is pressured speech, which is a symptom of mania, and it's been turned into a board game for entertainment purposes. It's horrible. Like, could you imagine if there was a board game about symptoms of cancer or diabetes or any other illness? So I was really triggered by this game. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even snap a picture of it. I later found this picture on Amazon. But if I had been with someone who could have helped me to just calm down as soon as they saw I was like really rattled by this board game and like taken it from me and put it back on the shelf and taken me out of the store, that would have helped me a lot. It would have prevented escalation of my symptoms. And in terms of that as well, if you can speak up for people who feel stigmatized, because often if we feel stigma, we're not able to speak up. We're so triggered, we're just, it's impossible. So for example, if my husband had been there and had talked to the manager about how inappropriate and offensive this game is, then he could have spoken on my behalf to make me feel validated. Those are my suggestions, obviously from my own personal experience. Sorry, I'm rushing through it a bit to try to make this video not too long, but that's my next slide. Yeah. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me and I will be happy to answer them. Thank you.